Claire, Bruce, you want to introduce yourselves as well?
Muraho neza. Yoo-hoo! My name is Bruce Melodie. I'm an artist, music artist. Also, I'm a co-owner of a basketball team. United Generation Basketball, cyangwa se UGB. This is a great opportunity for me as a young Rwandan who has been in Rwanda since I was born. I'm now 31 years old. Nkuko Minister bivuze kare, I'm not young anymore. Nishimiye kuba ndaha ndi no kumwe n'abantu beza nkamwe. Thank you so much. Well, that was a surprise. Yeah. As I said, I'm from Kigali. I'm from Rwanda. I was born and raised there, and that's where I started my career as an artist. Talking about entertainment facilities, as you mentioned, it has been very, very hard for an artist like me to perform or to organize your own event. But you remember when I launched my 10 years event, like my 10 years celebration of my career in Kigali Arena. That's when I realized like our entertainment has been doing it for a long time. And I would say that these entertainment facilities put our country on the global stage. It promotes our culture, and those who come to our country, they go back with our culture and they go back with our music. That's how we become promoted. I'll give you an example. One of the guy whose name is Steve, he's one of the member of the record label here in America, which is called Scarf Records. He heard my music when he was in Kigali, and he liked my songs. He contacted me, and now I'm working with Hollywood. Through that person, and that's where the collab with Shaggy came from. So, back in the days, I used to go, when I started to travel, trying to promote my music, I used to go outside of the country, and when I said I'm from Rwanda, people used to confuse it. They'd be like, you Rwanda, Uganda? I'll be like, no, I'm from Rwanda. But now, here we are. Last year, I came here in America. I did my tour to promote my music. And everywhere I went, they know Rwanda. And they know us very well. So, it's very, very good. As I said, I was born in 92. To some, at the point, I was like, maybe I was born in the wrong timing, or what, but not really, because I'm happy that I have seen all these 30 years with my own eyes. I've seen the country growing. It was very hard for the last time, because performing in front of people like you, people used to be sad, to the point that you tell them to clap and they cannot. Through the entertainment and all this, we entertain people. People are happy back at home. Have you heard about this comedy and music, basketball, football? So this, if it wasn't the entertainment facilities, this could not be happening like this. Thank you.
And maybe if I can come in there, I saw from the statistics that Francis from RDB and his colleagues shared, when you have facilities like those, it's not just about sports. I think RDB just released their statistics. They made $92 million from mice holding events in Rwanda, of which close to 15% was sports events. But when you have an arena like that, I think what we've seen also from Rwanda is that you host sports events, yes. You host music concerts. We saw Kendrick Lamar and many others, Boys to Men, among others, come to Rwanda to participate in the arena. But we also see music, gospel music, Israel Mbonye, filling up the stadium. So from sports to traditional music, gospel, and then you see Hunger Pitch Fest, a technology event in the arena. So I think our message is, when you have facilities like that, they're multi-purpose, they're economic driver, you can make money, 15% of mice from that, and this is what we're telling other countries as well in Africa. Don't look at it as sports only, look at it as an economic driver, and you can actually make money from running these events in your country. But it's not just the money, it's also the jobs. Come to think about what it takes to run a league, a sports league, like the Basketball Africa League. How many jobs you actually create? You have players that play the game. You have coaches, you have referees, you have managers, you have medical team, you have nutritionists, you have sound engineers, you have camera people, you have lawyers because you have contracts to sign, you have marketing people. The number of jobs are just immense. And that's really the story. It's job creation. It's driving economic growth through events, among other things, but it's really a story of growth for the future of the continent.
Now, you just heard Claire and Bruce Melodie highlighting the importance of facilities. Now, many people ask themselves, should we keep building these facilities in Rwanda? The answer is a resounding yes. Now, if you look at Rwanda and most African countries in general, there's a growing middle class with consumers who have evolving consumer needs and habits. The Rwandan leadership has been intentional in anticipating these trends and investing ahead of the curve. Now, facilities like the BK Arena, the conference centers, the hotels, they all create value today. They will create value in 5 years, in 10 years, even in 50 years. Now, we've been lucky. We've had a visionary leader in President Kagame, His Excellency President Kagame. He has provided us with a very clear vision, a strong, bold, and decisive leadership, which has allowed us to imagine what success can look like, how Rwanda can eventually host the world with all these facilities. Now, I want to make an ask of you, members of the diaspora. If you have a skill in sports or entertainment, come and use it in Rwanda. Now, if you believe that there are no opportunities, come and create them. Rwanda is open for business. Now, before I conclude, I want to leave you with one final thought. Rome was created around a Colosseum. And by the way, the Colosseum was a venue for sports and entertainment. Today, almost 2,000 years later, tourists are still flocking to the Colosseum. The Colosseum is still being used as a stage for small concerts. So in other words, these facilities are critical to the economic development of our country, and we should keep investing in them because they create the brand that is Rwanda. Thank you for your kind attention.
I would like to speak to young people here. When we grow up, twajyaga twumva ijambo Rwanda rw'ejo. By the time I was like, hari igihe kinini tuzaba dukura. Ariko, right now, nitwe Rwanda. Ejo harageze, ubu noneho natwe dufite ubushobozi bwo gutekereza ku Rwanda rw'ejo. Tukarwereka cyangwa se tukaruha ingero z'uko u Rwanda rukwiye kuba rumeze. Murakoze.
So if you want to play basketball and you're in this room and you're wondering how to start on the continent, there are opportunities for you in the Basketball Africa League. Through the local federations like Ferwaba, you can actually find out what you can do. We have private clubs like REG, APR, Patriots, among others. So please make sure that your talent that you have here, you share it with us at home as well. So my call to you is you can play basketball on the African continent professionally and make money while at it.
Barakoze panelists bacu, nyakubahwa First Lady, ikiganiro cyari kiryoshye, ariko nkuko babivuga mu Kinyarwanda, karyoshye ntigahora mwitama. Turaza guhana none umwanya mugenzi wanjye kugira ngo twakire ibitekerezo, ibibazo se, kugira ngo dusoze icyiciro cya nyuma cy'ibiganiro byaberaga muri iki cyumba. Murakoze.
Thank you. So, as we said, we're going into our Q&A session. We'll begin with 2 questions. We have 2 people with burning questions already, so we'll start with them. And the first is going to go to Andre Davis, who's a former NFL player. And then we'll also get a question from Sean Mwesigwa Williams. So let's get cameras to them. I see you already standing in the back with a microphone. Go ahead.
Yes, Maraho. My name is Andre Davis. I'm a former NFL football player, played for 9 years in the NFL. Thank you. I'm a friend of Rwanda through Africa New Life, which is founded by a Rwandan, run by Rwandans. I am a board member. We feed, clothe, and educate over 11,000 kids through educational sponsorships across Rwanda. It is such a blessing to be able to give back to Rwanda because there is so much to be done, so much to be seen. It is a blessing being able to be an advocate for Rwanda and to be able to tell all those I come into contact with about the great things being done. I am also the Director of Student Athlete Support and Community Engagement at Virginia Tech, where I'm trying to get education, once again, involved from here in America to Rwanda as well to build partnerships there. My question, thank you. My question is, what does the process look like, one, for the NFL, who also has games in Europe, in Mexico? How do we get them in Africa? Specifically, how do we get the NFL to Rwanda, as well as collegiate athletics? There are so many different invitationals and tournaments around the world that colleges will send their athletes to. How can we present an invitational in Rwanda?
Thank you for your question. Actually, as Masai was thinking, I was thinking about some of the NFL games which are played in Europe before the NFL season starts. And I was wondering, thinking to myself, could one day Rwanda host just one pre-season game in Rwanda? Maybe that's something that we could eventually think about. You know, we are here to think big, right, Claire? So maybe this is something that we should eventually explore.
I believe it's possible because the NBA has actually hosted 3 games in Africa, in South Africa, 3 times. So I believe it's possible.
All right, we can now take the next question. Okay. We can take someone from this side.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
I see a lot of hands on this side. Could someone get a microphone to them, please?
Hello, my name is Sean Masigo, and I
I had the honor for playing for the 16U national team as the captain. And sorry. I just had to say it was a huge honor, and it really helped me, like, just learn about my culture and made a lot of new friends and lifelong relationships. And yeah, my question is, other than just playing basketball, how could the youth help, just bring up the sports industry other than just, just playing basketball? Thank you.
Sean, I actually remember you. I think you're one example of a diaspora that came back to play professionally back home. So I believe many will be doing that as well. So in addition to playing, as I said, there's so many opportunities in terms of skills. If you're good in photography, for example, if you're a good DJ, if you're a good statistics person, if you are in construction, because we have arenas and basketball courts we are building. The basketballer, so that is the product. Playing basketball is the product, just like you have Coca-Cola. There's so much that happens. The people that are, doing the ingredients, the people that are doing the labeling, the people that are doing packaging, the people that are marketing, transportation, exactly the same for basketball. So there's so many skills in the ecosystem, and basketball, I look at it like a product. But around that product, there's so many people and skills that can actually contribute to that final product. And so your skills, if you're in digital, for example, in technology, there's so much you can do in the basketball ecosystem. So I think the call here is there is so much that any of you in your respective skills can consider being part of this ecosystem that is a sports economy. Thank you.
All right.